Shalom, shalom, Israel. First giving honor to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shai. Excuse me. Today's class, you are what you eat. What's your diet like? What is your consumption, your daily consumption? What are you eating? What are you consuming? What are you indulging in? What are you experiencing?
Bring it out.
Because, you know what I'm saying, not just meaning what you eat, physically put in your mouth. I mean, what are you spending your time on? What do you let in here? What are you engaging in? What is your spirit engaging in? All right? Give me that video, bro. That's good. So again, Israel, man, what are you indulging in, man? What gets you hyped like that? What type of food are you engaging in, man? What gets your blood boiling, man? What get that adrenaline hitting? What get that dopamine flying off? Let's get into it. In the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Again, man, we all understand that this book is for our learning. That there are different situations that we go through today that our forefathers and foremothers have went through. Just a different dispensation of time. Read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And again, man, this is to bring solace. This is to bring clarity. This is to bring hope. This is to increase and strengthen your faith. This is to seal up any other cracks of the foundation. This is for your hope, your faith, your solace in the Lord. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1. Let me get there with you, bro. Go ahead and read that out. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and we'll start at verse 1. Read when you get there, bro.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll.
Eat this what?
Eat this roll.
Eat this roll. Read.
And go speak unto the house of Israel.
So what do we consider roll? What is a roll, right? We go back to that video. You don't have to pull it up, but if we go back to that video, right? You seen the croissant sitting in the video, sitting in the window, that bread, right? But what in the Bible, bro, is synonymous with bread, with a roll. What is this? What is it, this roll that it's speaking of, right? Give me St. John. The book of St. John, chapter 6, bro. And start at verse 45. Let me get that with you. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of John, chapter 6 and verse 45. It is written in the prophets.
Matter of fact, jump down to verse 47.
Verse 47. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life. I am that bread of life.
I am what?
I am that bread of life.
I'm telling you, man, I am that roll. I am that bread. I am that manna. Read.
Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die.
Now jump back up to 45.
Verse 45. It is written in the prophets, and they shall all be taught of God. Every man thereof that hath heard, and hath learned of the Father cometh unto me. Not that any man hath seen the Father, save he which is of God. He hath seen the Father.
So it's telling you, man, that this was already taught, that this bread was already spoken of, that we are supposed to consume. Verse 49.
Verse 49. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness, and are dead.
And are what?
And are dead.
They were eating that manna, man. They were dealing with that bread, but not everybody was eating the bread that they needed to eat. Their diet did not consist of those nutrients that they needed to survive. Because why? Stiff-necked and hard-headed. Wanting to go and indulge in other dainty meats, instead of eating on the fruits and the vegetables of the spirit, man, that brings about life, that brings about peace, that brings about happiness, that keeps you healthy.
That's right.
That keeps you with a clear mind, that keeps you with a vibrant and exuberant spirit. Read. Verse 50.
This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die.
He's telling you, this is that bread. I am that bread. Read.
I am the living bread.
I am what?
I am the living bread.
What is that roll, bro?
I am the living bread.
Christ is saying, I am that living bread. Read.
Which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever.
What's going to happen, bro?
He shall live forever.
Read.
And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world.
He going to do it for who, bro?
The life of the world.
So it's telling you, man, that taking on Christ, bro, is what's going to help you live, help you sustain forever. Because guess what? You got Christ in your spirit, man. You walking, you speaking, you moving like Christ. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to pass that same thing off to your wife.
That's right.
You're going to pass that same thing off to your children, to your sons, to your daughters. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to do the same thing, passing it on, passing it on, passing it on, passing it on. You yourself have become immortal because those same the same moralities that you've taught your children, you know what I'm saying? The way that they should speak, should carry themselves, how they should operate, how they should do unto others. You're doing the same thing. That is how Christ is living on through us, by we're taking on his way, his walk, the proper the it's the word I'm looking for. The properties of Christ. We are doing that. We are showing that Christ is still alive today.
That's right. That's right.
Through how we move, through what we eat. So again, what's your diet like?
Bring it out.
What does your diet consist of? Go back to Ezekiel. Chapter 3. And start at verse 1.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel.
I'm telling you, man, take on the spirit of Christ, man. Take that spirit on and go tell your brothers and sisters. Go tell these surrounding neighbors. Go tell these people of how we're supposed to act. Go tell these people of how we're supposed to move. Go tell these people of how we're supposed to congregate with each other, how we're supposed to deal, how we're supposed to speak, how we're supposed to operate. Go show them. Tell them. Give them the bread of life. Show them what they need to be consuming. Show them what their diet needs to consist of.
Bring it out. Right.
Because a lot of us, we're dieting on social media. Gorging it down.
Bring it out.
And guess what that has done for you? Now it got you feeling like you're inadequate. Got you feeling like you can't perform as a man or a woman. That just you yourself is not enough. You have to conform to the preconceived notion of what beauty is.
That's right. Bring it out.
You are not looking at yourself as Christ. You are not looking at God that is in you. You are conforming to man.
Teach.
That's what you're consuming. That's what your diet is consisting of. Putting yourself under the knife. Breaking your pockets, your bunny eared up just so you can get a chain. Just so you can get some Balenciaga draws. Just so you can wait out in line for the next 5 hours for a pair of J's, bro. That same J's that done came out for the last 30, 40 years.
Bring it out.
Different color. I gotta have every pair, man. And then you don't even want to wear them.
Bring it out.
Then spend $600 and $700 and $800 on some shoes you ain't even wearing. What you gonna do with it? Inflation is high. People can barely afford groceries. What you gonna do with them shoes, bro? Because ain't nobody got no money to buy them up off of you. What you consuming? What is your diet consisting of? Read out.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
It say it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. This is how great the Spirit of Christ is. This is how great that this diet consists of, man. It's good. It get them the dopamine, man, and the endorphins, and get everything that you would get out in the world. It's right there in your spirit. Yeah, your actions are taking on those same properties, those same characteristics for sweetness. Good. You don't have no sorrow at the end of the day. Ain't no cavities. Ain't no extra bloating. Ain't no dehydration. No high blood pressure. No diabetes. No sickle cell. No infirmities of the body, because it's doing the body good. It's doing the mind good. You are what you eat. The conversations you have, the interactions you have, the people that are around you, the conversations that they have. You may not indulge in those conversations. You may not give your 2 cents, but you stay there and you listen. It may not even sit well with you, but guess what? You don't walk up and move or leave. You don't remove yourself. You sit there and let it seep in. And guess what? In the back of your mind, it start formulating. That old man or that old woman that's supposed to die off, they slowly but surely crawling up out the grave. Proverbs 23. Let me get there with you. There we go. Read that when you get there, Bruce.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. 23 and verse 1.
Read.
When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee.
It's telling you, man, when you there, when you're around people, when you're around your family, when you're around your coworkers, when you're around people in the environment, man, it's saying, be diligent what's going on. Be mindful of your surroundings. Eyes up, ears open. Be paying attention to what's going on. What is flying around? What's being tossed around? What type of meals are being carried across the restaurant floor? What smells is piquing your interest? Read.
And put a knife in thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
He say, put that knife in your throat if you be given unto that appetite that's leading you to that death, that's leading you to that sorrow, that's leading you to a defiled spirit, that's leading you to take on the properties of that nasty diet. heavy in toxins, heavy in chemicals, heavy in trace metals.
Bring it out.
Read.
Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
And it's telling you not only the conversations and what you allow in your spirit, but also these doctrines that are being tossed around to and fro. But we're going to get into it. We got more. Read.
Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom.
It's telling you, do not lean unto thine own understanding, because man will fail you time and time again. You yourself have been your own worst enemy, because you have led yourself into a burning building. The Spirit is trying to speak unto you, man. Christ's voice is trying to call out to you. Don't do it. Reconsider. But it smells too good. It's like those cartoons, man. When the food come across, they get the floating in the air, following this trail. It's telling you, eyes up. Read.
Right. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye.
It's telling you, bro, eat not that bread. Do not defile your diet. Don't cheat on the diet.
Bring it out.
There's a strict regiment we got going on. Don't cheat on the diet. Stick to the plan. Stick to the promise. Stick to the blueprint. Just be patient. At the end of the day, that body you wanted is coming. At the end of the day, that spirit you've been working hard for is there. The clarity of the mind, the wisdom you need, the critical thinking, the problem solving, everything that you need to be the best version of yourself is there at the end.
That's right.
Don't sweat the process. Follow the table, follow the blueprint. Look at the nutritional facts of that diet. It's of the Lord. Read.
Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
That's literally saying you are what you eat.
That's right.
So how you think is, that's how you are.
Bring it out.
Read it again, bro. I don't think they hear me. Verse 7.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Read.
Eat and drink, said he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shall thou vomit up.
It's telling you, the more and more you cheat on that diet, the more and more the toxins that you put in your body, the more and more the bad food that you eat, the corrupt communication, the company that you keep, man, it's at the end, bro, it's gonna defile you. You're gonna be throwing up, you're gonna be sick. And most of our brothers and sisters, man, don't even realize it. Walking around dead, terminal ill.
That's right.
Read verse 8 again, bro.
The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words.
And do what?
Lose thy sweet words.
You remember it told you, bro, this roll that was in thy mouth and your belly, it was sweet as honey. That sweetness, it say you keep cheating on that diet, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose your faith in the Lord. You're going to lose that strong tower. You're going to lose that strong defense. Literally killing yourself. Continuing to be your own worst enemy. Let's go back to Ezekiel 3. Let's start at verse 3 again, bro.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel.
It's telling you, man, come, Get them the food diagram. Show them what they need to consume, man. Show them the most important foods that they need to be consuming. Show them what's good for the spirit and show them what's detrimental to the spirit. Show them what's good for the body and show them what's detrimental for the body. Give them the layout. Tell them. Forewarn them that you're being around your busybody co-workers and your jabberjaws, and now you've turned around and you doing the same thing.
Bring it out.
You're being around people that all they do is lie up and down and left and right and cheat and con and do everything that they can do. Manipulation to the fullest. Guess what you end up doing? You bringing that home.
That's right.
That's living rent-free in your spirit and in your mind. Terrible diet. Read.
Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
It's telling you, bro, that not too many people, bro, of that strange speech and that hard language, you know what I'm saying? To those, bro, if I would have sent you to them, they would have latched on, no issue. And when you read that, you got to look at it. A lot of people have more zeal for the Lord than the people that really should be at the forefront.
Bring it out.
Than the ones that are set up and established to be the ambassadors of the Lord to show them how to move. Where your zeal at?
Bring it out.
You got more people putting the Lord first and doing whatever they got to do to be righteous in the Lord's eyes. They out there, feet to the pavement, doing that. You over here playing around. Our people over here trying to have name brand from head to toe, cutting up and destroying their bodies. Lying, witch in every kind of way, looking at your brother and your neighbor as enemies left and right. Everybody is a op. Everybody is hating. Can't nobody tell you when you're wrong. You right all the time. Can't nobody show you anything to better your life. You want to get out there and get rich or die trying, get it out the mud, get it how you live, jump off the porch.
Bring it out.
Bro, eat the roll. Stop pushing it across the plate. Pick it up. Eat it. Sirach. This is why he's saying a hard-headed people. The book of Sirach, chapter 9, and start at verse 8.
The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 8.
And remember, man, the scriptures, bro, they go into multiple folds. Multiple folds. Read.
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman.
It's telling you, turn away your eye from a beautiful woman. Not just talking about a beautiful woman, but turn your eyes away from those things that seem beautiful to your spirit that's defiling. Those things that seem nice, but at the end of the day, it make you wicked, it make you dark, it bring the dark cloud over you.
That's right.
Read.
And look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
It say many have been deceived by those things that look good, by those mirages. Many have been deceived by those wicked doctrines of Antichrist. Many have been deceived by the glucose and fructose and fructose.
Bring it out.
Instead of falling in love with that natural sweetness, that honey.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Read. For many have been deceived. Verse 8. For many have been deceived.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
Read.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
It's telling you, man. It's telling you, stay away from that doctrine that's leading you to defile and cheat on your diet.
Bring it out.
Don't sit with that woman. Don't sit with that spirit. Don't sit with those things that's going to pull you further and further away from the Lord.
That's right.
Read.
nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Don't embrace her. Don't sit down, man, and chit chat. Yeah, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's, man, real good, man. Let me see what that tastes like. Don't fall for the pitfalls. Don't fall for the traps. Don't get caught up in the snares. Read.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
It's telling you, bro, don't spend no time, man. Don't give it no room to live within you. Don't give it no room to defile your spirit. Don't give it no room to bring that old man and that old woman back to the surface. Read.
Lest thine heart incline to her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
And through thy desire you fall into destruction. Bro, look around. We are literally the walking terminal ill right now.
That's right.
Destruction around about. Death is in the air, physically and spiritually. It's telling you, man, stay away. Stay away. Look at the back, man. Pick up the packet. Read the nutritional value. It's telling you it's going to cause madness. It's going to cause sadness. It's going to cause hatred. It's going to cause wrath. It's going to make you lie. It's going to give you that evil eye. And guess what you do? You open it up. Let me see what this tastes like. It's telling you, stay away. Read.
Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
I'm telling you, bro, forsake not that spirit, man. Forsake not that role, man, because these doctrines out here, bro, is leading our people to madness.
That's right.
Leading our people to madness. And our brothers and sisters, man, continuing, man, to have evil eye amongst each other. Continuing to have blood on our hands because we don't want to repent and actually move as Christ. Read.
A new friend is as new wine. When is his old? Thou shalt drink it with pleasure.
It's telling you, man, try and take the time to prove with this food that you around, these fruits that you around, man. Take the time and really inspect, see if this is really what it is, man. Because if it is, and it's of the Lord, it's gonna do you right. Instead of jumping off, biting into it, you ain't even looked at it, you ain't even wrapped it, destroying your spirit. Bringing up the old you that loves death and darkness versus the you that needs to be in the light. Versus the you that need to be the walking example of Christ. Read.
Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
It's telling you, man, do not fall prey to this mirage that sin is good.
Bring it out.
Do not fall prey to the mirage that you are not enough.
Bring it out.
Do not fall prey to the mirage that you need three iced out the VVS's, bro. You need all of this. You need every name brand you can get, from Gucci to Balenciaga to Balmain to Chanel to whatever the case may be. But you ain't even thought about how you gonna feed your family. You ain't even took a moment's notice of how you gonna have this roof over your head, or what type of skills you need to survive. You just want to be like the next rapper you see, the next street, bro. It's baffling, bro. It's baffling that our people have literally chosen destruction over life in the form of monetary gain. Envy not the glory of a sinner. Read.
For thou knowest not what shall be his end. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. But remember, they shall not go unpunished until their grave.
Say, remember, all of this bad eating you doing, All of this heavy sugars, the toxins, the trace metals, the chemicals, everything that you're doing, bro, it's gonna have an very adverse effect.
That's right.
You're gonna end up being like Big Mama on soul food and losing a limb.
That's right.
You done got bloated. You're out of weight, out of shape, overweight, and thinking about what's the last thing you done ate. You're trapped, bro, in this hamster wheel of sin is good, darkness and evil is what I need. The world, bro, is all a stage.
That's right.
And Christ is trying to show you the path out of it. Exit stage left. It's lit up. It's trying to show you. The exit sign is blinking. You still trying to get them 15 minutes of fame. Read.
Keep thee far from the man that has power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares.
Man, remember, these things are out there, right there in plain sight, right in front of you. Read.
And that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. As near as thou canst, guess at thy neighbor, and consult with the wise. Let thy talk be with the wise, in all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
I'm telling you, man, eat the things of the Spirit. Eat the right diet regimen. Take unto you the fruits of the Spirit. Take unto you that roll that is going to be sweet for you, that roll that is going to give you everything you need.
That's right.
He said, I am the bread of life where you live forever. You thirst not, you hunger not, you want not.
That's right.
Read.
And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glorying be in the fear of the Lord. For the hand of the artificer, the work shall be commended, and the wise ruler of the people for his speech. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in this city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated.
It's telling you, be mindful. Be mindful of what you consume. Be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful of the things that have influence over you. That's why it is so important to have that strong foundation so you can have that ultimate defense.
That's right.
That's why it is so important, man, to call on the name of the Lord and not just call on it, but have faith, have hope, and believe that he got you.
That's right.
That's right.
Have faith that the meal that he's putting in front of you right now is what you need to consume to get you over, to satiate that hunger, to keep you from going out there and having those ho-hos, to keep you from going out there and smashing the gas on the Twinkies, to keep you from going out there and just eating every and anything that's going to destroy you.
That's right. That's right.
You are what you eat. What is your diet like? Another self-reflecting moment. Let's go back to Ezekiel 3 and start at verse 6.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 6. Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
See, this is what we're hearing, man. This is what they were speaking. This is what it was being told, man. It's telling you, bro, stay away from the beautiful woman, man. You already got a woman.
That's right.
Stay away from the high and cholesterol foods. Stay away from the sodium, man. Stay away from the toxins. Stay away from the sugar. Stay away from these things.
That's right.
This is what it's telling you, man. It's going out here and it's speaking, man. When you're reading, it's giving you a warning. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Eat this. This is what you need to consume. This is good for the body. This is good for the mind. This is good for the spirit. Take this. This is that medicine. Read.
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
But what's up with Israel?
Will not hearken unto thee.
Read.
For they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Read.
Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
And that's to you, brothers and sisters, man, that's dealing with this, man, when you have a hard time going around your family, man, you have a hard time going around your friends, man. Be you.
That's right.
Be you, bro. That the one that has the spirit of Christ, man. The one that know, hey, bro, the conversation y'all having, bro, I can't be around that. The actions that y'all doing, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't be around that. I love y'all, bro. Y'all my family, man. But I know what the Lord say, bro, and I can't be with that.
That's right.
I know how we should be, man. I can't be with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what the Lord say do, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you do with that what you will. You can either eat that, or you can go over here and keep destroying yourself with this diet over here.
Bring it out.
That's right.
It say, though they be a rebellious house, you don't become rebellious with them. That rebel should have died with that old lump. That rebel should have died with that old leaven. Read.
Verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my word that I shall speak unto thee receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears.
It's telling you, man, receive it. Take this, man. These are the nutritional facts that are not hidden. It ain't telling you that it's sweet, but it's artificial sugar. It ain't telling you that it got the sweet little taste to it, but it's splendor. No, it is what it is. It's the real deal.
Bring it out.
Receive it. Take it unto you. Let it build your spirit. Let it increase your knowledge. Let it increase your faith. Let it increase your hope. Let it increase to make you the best version of yourself.
That's right.
Read. Matter of fact, we good. Go to Colossians 3:1. Let me get that with you. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 1.
See, this is what happened when you eat that roll. This is the overarching outcome. Read.
If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
It's telling you, man, this is the diet plan. This is what you need to be looking out for. This is what you need to be consuming. These are the things you want to intake. These are the conversations you need to be engaging in. These are the circles that you want to put yourself in. These are the type of people that you want to be around. These are the things that you need. This is how your spirit should be resonating with. These are the things that it should be resonating with. Read.
For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Mortify therefore your members.
Cleanse them. Cleanse. Watch what you're doing. Watch the intake. Check your calories. Make sure everything balanced out. Read.
Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience.
It say for these things right here, for which these things sake the wrath of God cometh unto the children of disobedience. At one point in life, we've all dealt in one or more of these things.
That's right.
That's right.
But when the Spirit of Christ come on, these things right here, tossed out. diet plan. You have a change in diet. You got a new plan, a new regimen. This is how it's supposed to be when you eat that roll. This is what comes on to you. That old man, that old leaven, that old lump, it's supposed to go away. Read.
In the which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another. See that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
Read that again, verse 9.
Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
It's telling you, bro, don't indulge in this diet anymore. Don't indulge in these foods. Don't indulge in these conversations. Don't indulge in these circles. Let these be dead. Let these die with the old you, that all you cared about was darkness, that all you cared about was lies, that all you cared about was death. Don't bring that up.
Teach.
Change your diet, man. Eat that roll. Eat this bread of life. Read.
And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
That's what happens when you eat that roll. You are renewed in life. Your diet is now changing. You have a whole new regimen. You got a whole new plan. You got a whole new blueprint. You got a schedule. All right, I need this, and this on this day. This, and this on this day. I need to eat this around this time. I need to do this around this time. Everything, bro, is laid out with order and organization. So, again, look and ask yourself, man, what is my diet like? What do I be consuming on a daily basis? Pay attention to what's going on. Don't get complacent. Read.
Where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Christ is all and in all.
It's telling you, man, because he said it earlier. He come to a people of hard language. They'll believe this before our own people will.
That's right.
They'll have more zeal and be way more zealous for the Lord than what we will. And we the ones that's supposed to be the example. It's time to change your diet. Time to look at what you're eating, man, and throw out all of that garbage and start eating on these fruits of the Spirit. But we're about to get into it. We're about to get right into it. Galatians 5 and 16. Let's get right into it. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
It's telling you. Take on the fruits of the Spirit. Take on the Spirit, because the Spirit is the diet that is going to give you life. The Spirit is the diet that is going to give you peace. The Spirit is the diet that is going to give you joy, that is going to give you hope, that is going to increase faith, that is going to be a brother that loves his brother, that is going to enjoy in charity, the one that's going to do everything that Christ needs you to do.
That's right.
But the flesh is the diet of death. That flesh is the diet that you look at everybody with the evil eye. That flesh is the diet of malice. That flesh is the diet of wrath. That flesh is that diet that's going to lead you to your deathbed. That flesh is the diet that keeps you in sin. Give me 1 Timothy 1 and 3 right quick. Let me get there. Read.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 3. As I besought thee to abide still at Ephesus, when I went to Macedonia, that thou mightest charge some that they teach no other doctrine.
That they teach no other doctrine. See, what we're doing now, man, we're trying to show brothers and sisters, man, that one West Mass, bro, is a diet you do not need.
That's
Bring
right.
it out.
That diet is consistent of death and hatred and deceit and
Preach.
lies and
Teach.
malice. That this is ultimately killing you. You stay in that, bro, you're going to continue to have the sugars. You stay in that, man, you're going to continue to have high blood pressure.
That's
You
right.
stay in that, you're going to continue to have health issues.
That's
You
right.
stay in that, man, you're going to end up getting dementia. You stay in that, man, you're going to end up having Alzheimer's disease. You stay up in that and your mind is just going to go to mush. Diet destroying your body in and out, destroying your spirit in and out. It's telling you, man, stay away from it. Read.
Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogy,
Read.
which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith. So do. Now the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart, and of a good conscience and a faith unfeigned, from which some, having swerved, have turned aside into vain jangling,
Into those vain speaking, read.
desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say, nor whereof they affirm.
See, the thing with that diet of the flesh, man, it keeps you trapped in that sin and death.
That's right.
See, the law was made for some. We about to get into a read.
But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully, knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man.
The law is not made for that man who is having that good diet, that man that is eating of the fruits of the Spirit, that man that is continuing to consume the roll of Christ, that bread of life. That law is not made for you because you are doing what you need to do.
Bring it out.
Read.
But for the lawless.
But for the what?
But for the lawless.
Read.
And disobedient. For the ungodly and for sinners. For unholy and profane. For murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers. For manslayers. For whoremongers. For them that defile themselves with mankind. For men stealers. For liars. For perjured persons. And if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
See, all of these things are a diet, or within the diet that you consume, man, right now to this day.
That's
If
right.
you're stuck up in the one West mess, if you're living your life with a veil on your eyes, if you're continuing to run the social media, if you're doing all of these things outside of Christ, man, this is the diet that you're consuming. So therefore, you need the law, man, to be up on your head. Now you got to get checked left and right. Now you got sorrows. Now you got health issues and all kind of things going on. This is what happened when you eat these things. This is what happened when you indulge in that flesh.
Teach.
This is what happened. But see, with the fruits of the Spirit, man, with the Spirit of Christ, you ain't even worried about none of this because none of this is even dealing with you. Let's go back. Galatians 5 and start at 18.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest.
Now this is the diet of bad eating. This is the habits of bad eating. Read.
Flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresy.
These are all characteristics of bad eating. These are all characteristics of a horrible diet. These are all the characteristics of things that you consume day in and day out. This is what's around you. And these are the things you need to separate yourself from.
That's right.
These are the things that when you start hearing these trigger words, you start seeing the characteristics in these people revealing themselves and the conversations revealing themselves, you up, time to go. Stage left. You get out of the way. That right there is a sign of good eating. That right there is a sign of somebody conscious of their diet,
That's right.
of their intake. They counting their calories. Read verse 21.
Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
See, these things right here, this type of eating is going to lead you to death.
That's right.
This type of diet has nothing but pain and sorrow and continued medical and doctor visits. You're withering away.
That's right.
Day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, second after second. These things are keeping you from the light. Give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Read that, bro.
The book 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 9.
I'm just about to get it again. Read.
Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
It's telling you, man, all of you brothers and sisters that continue to have terrible dieting, that continue to have horrible eating, that continue to consume the flesh. Read.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God.
And all of these things, man, is glorified throughout the world. All of these things, man, are glorified throughout social media. All of these things are glorified, waiting on you to go ahead and pick that fruit up off the tree and indulge in it.
That's right.
Do not. It's telling you, do not. At the end of the day, the choice in eating habits is going to kill you.
That's right.
Get out.
It's a whole diet plan right here. It's strict, yes, because it's meant to build order.
That's right.
It's strict, yes, because it wants you to survive. Look at how you parent your children. You lay out those guidelines and those ground rules. Why? Because you want them to survive. You want them to be better than what you were. You want them to have the things that you didn't have. You want them to be have an advantage where you didn't.
That's right.
What you think Christ is doing? What you think the Lord is doing, man? He's setting us up for greatness, for success.
That's right.
This type of eating is going to ultimately kill you. Whether it be physically, spiritually, or mentally. Watch what you are eating. Think about your diet. What are you consuming on a daily basis?
That's right.
The conversations that you have, the interactions that you have, the people that are around you, the energies you let in around you. Be mindful of who's sitting at the dinner table.
That's right.
Be mindful of the meals that are being presented at the dinner table. Let's go back. Galatians 5 and 22.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
See, these are the characteristics of the foods that you need to have in your diet plan. This is the diagram of the things that you need to consume on a daily basis. These are the things that are going to build a healthy body. These are the things that are going to build a healthy spirit. These are the things that are going to build a healthy mind. Read.
But the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
He said, against these things, against all of these choice foods here that you can eat on, against all of these characteristics that you can take, against all of these things that your spirit can deal with, none of this requires a law. Because guess what? You are already doing what you need to do. But we're going to go back and we're going to get it again. 1 Timothy 1 and 8. We just going to hit it on the head again. Bring it around home. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 8. But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man.
That the law is not made for a man that shows love. The law is not made for the man that is going to have joy. The law is not made for the man that's going to find peace. The law is not made for that man that's going to be patient, man, for that long suffering, that gentleness, that goodness, that faith, the meekness, the temperance. We know that the law is not made for the man that's going to eat that roll and stick with that diet.
Bring it out.
Read.
But for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly and for sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
See, this is what is going to lead you to death.
That's right.
Bad eating, junk eating, sitting up all night, being a couch potato, down in the chips, down in the soda, down in the snack case, down in all of these things. I'm just using these as analogies. This is what horrible dieting does to you. It destroys the body. It rots the teeth. It defiles it destroys the mind.
That's right.
You become lazy. You become a sluggard. Your body gets to the point where you're out of shape and out of weight, and you can't even carry and walk. We've all seen my 600-pound life. Don't be the man that ordered 10 pieces and only brought 3 back to the party. Go ahead and pull it up, bro. Give me that video right quick. I need to see that. Don't be that man. Take on the fruits of the Spirit, man. Take on that proper dieting. Be that brother or sister that show love, even when everybody else is showing hate. Kill them with kindness. Be that brother or sister, man, that has that peace, man, and that joy and that patience, man. That worketh that patience. Be that. Be the example of Christ, man. Bring it up when you get it. Let's move on. Give me Galatians. Let's go back to 5 and 22.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
See, when you pick up your food, man, this is what you should see on the back of the nutritional value. This is what you should see. It should say 0 sugars, 0 artificial sweeteners. It should show you all the nutrients that you need right here. 0 trans fats and all the other things that destroy the body. You got it? This is what the Lord is telling you today. Israel, let's not be this man. Let's not be this sister.
Okay.
Let's not be this brother and let's not be this sister.
No. Oh, I'm smelling this pizza. I want to eat it now. I do feel guilty sometimes.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I eat something, I think about it, and I say, damn, you actually ate all of that. Oh, I'm being selfish right now. But that's why I'm just going to get rid of the evidence. Right. Our pizza's gone. Right. But their pizza is back there. I know I shouldn't be eating this much pizza, but from time to time, I figure what's the harm. You gotta take home something. You gotta make sure something gets home. All them pizzas. Definitely. Yeah.
Contemplate. Should I do it? Should I do it?
8 pizzas are fine.
I know I ain't supposed to touch it. I know I ain't supposed to eat it.
All the crust left on it, I do feel guilty sometimes after I eat. I have to knock it off for this overeating before it kills me.
Skip through to when they show up to the crib, man. Right here. Go back a little bit when they get out the car. Right there.
Hi, oh, look at you, girl. Look at you. So me and my family get together about once a month at Chicago's house because she's
right there. Back it up a little bit. You see that? You see that? Please don't be this brother and sister, man. Please don't. You see that?
My mom being out sick, she does.
You see how many pieces was brought back? Please watch your diet. Please pay attention to what you are consuming. Please pay attention to that voice telling you to put it down. Please pay attention to that voice telling you to move around. Please pay attention to that voice telling you stop killing yourself.
That's right.
Let that be an example. It say, are we being selfish right now? Yes. I know I ain't supposed to be eating it, but it is good. I sit and talk to myself, man, I shouldn't be eating like this. Bruh, the Lord put all of the examples that you need out there, bruh, to steer clear. Let their life be an example, bruh, of what not to do. Instant regret. Instant sorrow. Health complications. And not just on the physical tip, but I mean your spirit. I mean up here. Finish it out, Bruce. Start at 24. 24? Yeah.
And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts.
Of those that have eaten that roll have now moved on and brought the spirit into them and thrown away that old man. They have removed the leaven from themselves. Read.
If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit.
If we are going to continue to eat this roll, we have to continue to move with these characteristics of the spirit. We have to continue to indulge. We cannot break our regimen. We have to have order. We have to have discipline. Read.
Let us not be serious of vain glory.
He said, let us not be desirous of vain glory. Read.
Provoking one another, envying one another.
He said, let us not indulge in those 10 pieces. Galatians 2 and 20. Let's jump over right quick. Galatians 2 and 20. Read it.
The book of Galatians, chapter 2 and verse 20. I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live.
Again, it tell you, I am the bread of life. Eat this roll. Read.
Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God.
He say, I have done away with that bad eating. I've done away with that terrible dieting. Read.
Who loved me and gave himself for me.
Jump over to 1 Corinthians 5 and 4. We coming to a close, Israel. We getting there. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 4. In the name of our Lord Christ, when we are gathered together, and my spirit, with the power of our Lord Christ, to deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Christ.
It's telling you, man, if you're away from that horrible dieting, read. Verse 6.
The glorying is not good.
He say your glorying is not good. That dieting is not good. That flesh that you're eating and consuming on the day-to-day is not good. Those conversations, those interactions, those things are not good. Your thought processes are not good. Read.
Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?
It's telling. No, you're not. That cheat day has now turned into a cheat week, has now turned into a cheat month, has now turned into your lifestyle.
Bring it out.
Read.
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven.
It's telling you, purge it out. The only way to purge it out is to change up your diet. Read.
That ye may be a new lump.
That you may what?
Be a new lump.
That you may let that old man die and become a new. That old woman die and become a new. Read.
As ye are unleavened. For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven.
Not with old leaven. Read.
Neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness.
Again, it's telling you, bro, these are the old diet that has brought about death. Read.
But with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth.
It's telling you, man, take on that roll. Eat of that roll. Let it be in your belly for sweetness as honey. Go ahead and eat those fruits of the spirit. Go ahead and show that love. Go ahead and be peace, have joy. Go ahead and show that charity. Go ahead and be that brother. Go ahead and be that true brother, man, that show that love, man, that do things unto others as you want people to do things unto you. Right? We all heard the golden rule, right? It's time, Israel, to think about what we are consuming on a daily basis and how it is affecting us. Are we bringing more death into the world, or are we trying to bring more life into the world? Give me 1 Timothy 1 and start at verse 12 and we out. Let me get there with you, bro. Read that.
The book 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 12. And I thank Christ our Lord, who hath enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry, who was before a blasphemer and persecutor and injurious. But I obtained mercy because I did it ignorantly in unbelief.
Read 13 again. Slow it down.
Who was before a blasphemer and a persecutor and injurious, but I obtained mercy because I did it ignorantly in unbelief.
See, it's telling you, this is how we are moving when we're indulging in that diet, man, indulging in that malice, indulging in that corrupt communication, indulging in the lying and the wrath and the evil eye and the hatred. When we're indulging all of these things, man, we have been those persecutors, those blasphemers, the injurious. We have been those ones that have brought about all kind of destruction for ourselves and the people around us. But we have mercy.
That's right.
We have grace.
That's right.
You got to eat that roll. Read.
And the grace of our Lord was exceeding abundant, with faith and love which is in Christ. This is a faithful saying, and worthy of all exception, that Christ came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am chief. Howbeit, for this cause I obtained mercy, that in me first Christ might show forth all long suffering, for a pattern to them which thereafter believe on him to live everlasting.
It's telling you, man, be that example. Show brothers and sisters that this diet of Christ, that this diet of that roll, that this diet of the fruits of the Spirit is the way to go.
That's right.
Show them how healthy it is. Show them how well it glowed up your skin. Show them how well it strengthened the body. Show them how lean that you done got. Show them how well that you're able to move. Your joints and everything is moving and doing everything you need to do. Show them how well that the Spirit is healing your mind, healing the body. Show them. Be that example. Show them what good eating can do. Read.
Now, unto the King eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen.
Bro, be that honor. Be that glory, man. Watch yourself. Watch your surroundings.
That's right.
Check what you are consuming, man. Pay attention to the conversations around you. Pay attention to the company that you keep. Pay attention. Eyes up. Look and see who's sitting at the dinner table and the dishes that they're providing to eat. Because you could be eating death.
Bring it out.
You could be slowly but surely adding them sugars back into your diet. Yeah, slowly but surely your high blood pressure is coming about. you slowly but surely you're building that plaque on your arteries. Heart attack, a sandwich away. Watch your eating. Mind your diet. So again, you are what you eat. What does your diet consist of? And on that, we say shalom.